course, I always love when the back of the vehicle is a tripping hazard. And what a lovely start to the day. And you know what? Here's how we're going to start. We started with that car, but let's flip over to the one that I always say, it is not, and you know this, say it with me at home, it is not an IFO car show, unless there's a Mark IV Supra and a big old spoolie boy on that. Just pretty. Moolah, is it? Mula? What are you, mulaing drugs across the border? What are you doing, bro? All right, so the yellow is a Scorpion. What do you think? Mortal Kombat? Oh, wait, good theme. So I'm seeing the tiny little Sub-Zero, tiny little Raiden. Remember Raiden? One of the coolest fatalities, but wait, where is Scorpion? Okay, went to the back, found him. Slight more detail than the guys on the front.
Come on, are you ready? Chevy, 3, 2.
Green or teal or just layers upon layers, maybe some more layers of just teal.
I guarantee you that guy can fix your laptop. Promise you. Villains! Do you really Uber though? Do you?
All right, checking out our Acura, and I like this one. There's some cool stuff on here, but I like this almost circuit board style. I wonder if they're in there kind of hash rating some Bitcoin. Something I'm noticing about here in California is, like, when Arizona there was a lot of orange and yellow cars. Here in California there's a lot of like bluish, greenish, teal cars, and I'm trying to think like what team that could represent, or maybe it's just the color of like the beautiful ocean. Like here, team events. Oh, they're regional lead. It sounds like a marketing job. Yes, I'm the team events regional lead. Look me up on LinkedIn. But like pretty, like an oceanish blue. I know there's other stuff going on with the car, but I'm just drawn to the color.
Let's go!
Wide body Corolla. I don't say that very often. Pretty good job. Nice fitment on there. And these are just deep. Actually, the rear, the depth on these is just, and I wear a size 16. I'm not going to actually touch your car, but I can get my whole freaking foot in there. This Mazda, I thought this was like a Marlboro car. Don't smoke, kids. But then I was like, oh, it's the keep gunning thing that goes Boyaki, who goes out of his way to stay out of trouble, as we all know. But I really like the theme on this. And as we get a little closer, yes.
Hector took my car.
Hector took your car? That's a new, yeah. He's a car jet. You did, yeah.
I think I had this exact car as like a Micro Machine or a Hot Wheel as a kid, and I was gonna tell you, it's just cool to see it in person. Thanks for bringing it out. All right, I like to go where the people are, and I'm checking it out, and just like, oh, Lola Bunny. I definitely had a crush on her as a child. That's not weird. Why are we talking about that? But let's look at this right-hand drive Civic. Ooh, pretty. And even if, let's say you're not a fan of the color, which I do like, look at just how everything matches. Look at the time and attention in the engine bay. It looks really good. It's just, I love that. This is one of those cars that makes somebody who's not a fan of Hondas, a fan of Hondas.
R6, you ready? You ready? Yeah, he's smiling. All right. Acura, 3, 2, 1, go!
And there we have it again. Oh, it actually matches that guy's mask. This car is N95 COVID colored.
Yeah, we'll go down lower next time. Did it hit?
I don't know. No, I think we're good.
All right.
So I'm trying to look, I'm like, why is everybody looking at the back of this wagon? Like, what the hell's going on? There's a whole hidden car down here. This is just, ooh. Ooh.
I think this one came off 28. That's probably the only thing that came off.
Russ, what is this?
What's that?
What is it?
It's the 2014 Hot Rod. Rat Rod.
A 2014 Rat Rod. I say I don't want to get it dirty.
Oh, no, you're fine. I took it out in the dunes. You're good. You can step on
this out in the dunes?
Yeah.
Imagine you're just out like riding your ATV in the dunes and this goes flying by. You're like, no one's gonna believe me. Oh my.
Hide your feet in there, man.
I feel like I would kill Mad Max in this. Like, this is awesome.
It's gone down in there a little bit. Your hair wants to go.
You know what? I'm in a happy cage right now. You know what? I have slight claustrophobia, but not in this.
Hey, it feels safe,
It's
right?
so badass. And it's got the fire. Oh, this is cool.
How you locked in?
Oh, I'm locked in. All right, it's been a good game, guys. But seriously, Russ, imagine you pull up at a strip club and you valet this.
Perfect.
Done.
Put it in motorcycle parking. Takes nothing.
All right, so wide-shouldered Russ is going to get in this thing. This is just fun. We're making a day of this.
Right on in, man.
All right, I want you to see this from like his point of view, but there's actually room.
It's comfortable.
It's actually comfortable.
actually really
I'm amazed. Now you're locked in. It's like a magic box.
There you go.
It's crazy to look for here and be like, there's a human being in there. I've said it before about McLaren, Ferrari, Tesla. I would drive the hell out of that. All right, my Toyota people, my drinkers, where are you at? Of course not. Well, you're driving my my Corolla people. Here's my Corolla. You remember this car, of course you do, from all the other episodes that you binge watch over and over and over again. But there's something that I want to point out to you guys. All right, so we got the beach theme, right? And you think, okay, beach theme. All right, we got the beers and that kind of thing. That's cool. It's well done. It's well thought out. But don't adjust your screens. He's got like a little like Zen garden on LSD going back here. This is super freaking cool. And I've only walked about 2 rows of cars. I'm willing to bet right now, one entire Bitcoin, nobody else has a flowing water system in their car.
Yeah, you didn't do shit. I know.
Okay, the Celica, this thing is also always evolving. And you know, from the outside, you're like, okay, this is cool. This looks like a Forza car or like a Need for Speed underground car that you would build. But when we get close, the interior car, this is just where it's at. All right, it might get loud for a second, but just the interior of this car, that's where it's at. And I guess the car just beeped at me. But it's just, everything's done. Everything! Because, man, it's hard. You know what? I think I'm in cinematic mode on this. If it looks a little, like, kind of bokeh-y or weird, like, camera lens-ish, that we're trying cinematic mode today. So let me know below, should we do that again? Should we not? And we'll see if I read it. But it's rare at these shows. I see badass Skylines all the time, and I love each and every one. We see awesome Hondas, all Nissan, Toyota, Mazda, of course. Who doesn't love a good rotary? But it's hard to find someone who just knows how to do a Celica.
Nissan, you know what you gotta do on a 3, 2, 1, 2. Take it away.
Okay, I'm still playing with the depth of field on this cinematic view. So if it gets a little blurry, hey, we're just gonna roll with it. I'm trying to figure out with a lot of cars. I see they put the like the interior, like the leather, the diamond, on the outside. Risky, right? Like weather would get to that. I don't mind it, but I'm trying to figure out the point. Now, it does make a lot more sense if you have the entire interior done with the same theme. So now I understand. All right, at first I was drawn to the wheels on the Civic. I mean, who wouldn't be? But then, and let's move slowly. Watch as that pink pearl glare just moves with the paint when the sun hits it. What a cool touch. And it really just adds a lot of depth to this car. I dig this Civic.
We got the one and only. Oh, yeah.
All right, I hope the camera catches this, but what we have on this car is Mopar, and then the rest is just carbon fiber.
That's amazing.
This is a I remember this car from Vegas because it's the sparkly 392. Look at that. Okay. You know what? Because who says, you know what, I'm going to go buy an SRT just full of horsepower, full of torque, and I'm going to make it sparkly. And you know what? This is well done.
FP35.
How many of you out there have cars that you brought to the car show that has kids dancing around it? That's a hell of a display right there. The car, and we remember this is the Superman Hot Wheels car. This is super cool. The carbon fiber, the theme, I love it. But just has kids like playing around the car. And I don't care who you are, that's what it's about.
Genesis in 3, 2, 1, you better bring it, go!
The Veloster. I love that every show I'm seeing more and more done to these Velosters. Okay, so imagine somebody's like, yeah, we're gonna go hop in my Hyundai. Okay, that's cool. And then like, this is what you get into. It's like a racing setup in a Veloster. And I don't care how slow or how fast these are. You just don't expect that setup getting into a Hyundai. And you know what? I love that.